What's up guys, Friday afternoon and I am loading up. Today, I have the Mega 6 in, getting a brand new product fitted. And this is not it, this is the old one. You would have seen over the past couple of seasons of Patriot games, we've been running the TJM air compressors as our portable compressors. And even when I'm rolling down the roads of Arnhem Land and I've got 10 tyres on the tarmac, it takes a really long time to pump up 10 35-inch tyres in one hit. I don't know if anybody's tried that. We've been talking with TJM over the past couple of years and I've had hints that the new product is coming from TJM, and now I am so wrapped it is here. Out with the old, in with the new. Today I'm going to run you through TJM's brand new air compressor. And there it is, look at that. The brand new TJM air compressor. Now, might seem a little bit silly to get excited about an air compressor, but this thing is leaps and bounds in front of what I've been using, what I'm used to. And I think from a manufacturing perspective, it's the quality of the product, and especially compared to the old one, you notice it as soon as you pick it up out of the box. It's manufactured by die-cast aluminium and aluminium extrusions. TJM have got a patent pending on this design as well. The number one advantage of this, I think, probably not the number one, but one of the biggest advantages of this one, I think, is its flow rate. This one here will flow 86 litres per minute compared to the old one at 75 litres per minute, but it gets better than that because this thing will run at 100% duty cycle. So this thing will run flat out, wide open, even in the heat, the extreme heat. What they've patented inside here is this little cooling fan in the back of the compressor that actually draws air around the motor and sucks all the hot air out of it, which enables it to run at that 100% duty cycle. If you've been in really hot conditions and you've been popping fuses on your portable air compressor, that's where it comes from. And you'll notice with a lot of portable air compressors, even when you go to pick them up off the floor after you've used them, you can't touch them, they do get that hot. So they've combated that with some really genius design tested right here in Australia, which is amazing. But the features don't just stop there, they get heaps better than that as well. The mounting options at the bottom, there's 5 different mounting options on the base plate. So you can move the base plate to wherever you like. Everybody mounts their compressors in different points. We normally mount them inside the tray, but under seats, under back seats, in the engine bay. This just gives you so much more options on where to mount your air compressor. And one of the things I just found out from Dave reading through the book, getting a bit of specs from TJM, it's got a Teflon coated piston on the inside as well, which also helps this vehicle mount compressor keep the temperatures down, which again is a massive, massive advantage. So that's probably the main advantages with what you see when you first get it out of the box, but it gets even better than that again. And this sounds like a Dano's commercial, but realistically, this is the first time that I've seen an air compressor bundled together in this way. The wiring harness that comes with the compressor is already set up with the switching, relays, everything there, but your front and rear lockers are also integrated into the wiring harness. So when you purchase your lockers and install your lockers into your truck, into your vehicle, you can see here on top, you've got 4 mounting points. So you've got an outlet for your air for pumping up your tyres, you've got a pressure switch here, and then you've got 2 outlets here where you can put additional solenoids on that will plug straight into the wiring harness to control your front and rear lockers, like I said. And this is all interchangeable. So when you couple that with the base plate, move the base plate to wherever you want, you get your fittings in the right spot, makes everything really accessible. Even an electrical idiot like myself could probably wire this together without burning the Mega 6 to the ground, but I'm going to leave that to Dave to get that installed. But what I do want to see, one thing I'm really curious to do, is a comparison between the two. So what we're going to do now, I pulled the valve out of this 35-inch Mickey Thompson a short time ago before we started this video. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to plug the old one in first. I'm going to let it run 4 minutes. Let's go with 4 minutes, Dave. 4?
Yeah, that's been generous.
4 minutes, that's what we're going to give it. We're going to see what PSI that gets that tyre to in 4 minutes, then I'll bleed all the air out, we'll plug the new one in, and let's see what the difference is. Ready? flick. All right, so we're at 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So right on 4 minutes, I'm gonna switch this compressor off and we'll see where it gets to. I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess it. 3, 2, 1, boom, there we go. I'll quickly disconnect this so we don't get any leak or any bleed, and there you go. Oh, what's your bets? I'm not sure. Tire gauge, need a tire gauge. Tire gauge assistant. Tire gauge assistant. Boom, chuck it. All right, here we go. So that was 4 minutes on the dot. Okay, so that is, I'm gonna call that 17.5. That's what I'm gonna go with in 4 minutes, okay? Now, what we're gonna do, I've gotta, so everybody knows that we're not cheating. This is how we did it before. I'm going to completely remove the valve. I'll get rid of that. And we'll let this air drain out till you can't hear any air leaking anymore. And then the big test is gonna happen. What's the new one gonna do? Valve's out. Let's let that drain for about a minute and then I'll pop it back in. And in the meantime, I'll rig up the new one. So it's been a few minutes. I've quickly rigged this up. Very simple connection. Black with black, red with red, a couple of wires into the top of the pressure switch. And you can see here I'm still holding the valve. So all of the air now is bled out of that tyre. So it's a very even competition. So first thing I'll do, I'll get this back in, we'll switch this on, start the timer again, and see how it performs. Probably need to connect this in as well. You'll notice as well, on the new compressor from TJM, they come with a standard sort of size hose and a standard fitting, all with ball locks, really good quality stuff. I'll get this straight onto the inflator, which comes with the kit. Gauge doesn't come with the kit on this one here, but the inflator comes and then it comes with a few other bits and pieces to inflate balls and that sort of stuff. So, switch is here, that's just been rigged up. I'll get ready to start this. We'll get the switch on at the same time, give it 4 minutes, and go. We just come up on about 2.5 minutes, and I can tell you straight away the difference in this thing. You can hear the motor working that much better than the old one. It sounds torquier, you can hear the volume difference, but everything is dead cool, cool to touch. Different to any sort of portable air compressor or ones that I've used before in the past. But the fan in the back, like I was explaining before, you can feel the suction coming in this way and then the air blowing out the other side. So it's drawing all of that cool air straight across the motor over the top of the piston and keeping the compressor nice and cool, and that's where you get that 100% duty cycle from. So you can see with that piece of paper kind of sucking in on this side, and then if I put it on this side, you can see it actually blowing out, which is really, really cool. Bang on 3 minutes. So we got just under a minute to go. 3, 2, 1, 0. There you go, 4 minutes. All right, let's do this. Again, I'll try and keep that valve stem tool pushed right in there so we don't get any sort of air leak. Ready? 30 PSI. So it's not just about the flow rate. That duty cycle of the compressor, how it's working, how cool it keeps the air, you can see there will almost double. So 30 PSI compared to 17.5 PSI, a massive, massive improvement. So there you have it, guys, the new TJM vehicle mount compressor, just been proved. No trick photography used here, it is what it is. Absolutely amazing bit of gear. Can't wait to get it fitted into the Mega 6. That's it for me, it's Friday afternoon. I'm gonna finish loading up and I am out of here. Make sure you like and subscribe.